Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dyson Sphere Program. I'm AxionEvolved, and before I get started, do me a favor real quick. Scroll down just a little bit and see if that subscribe button is red. If it is red, just give it a little click, turn it gray. Helps me out a lot, it's completely free, and if you don't like the content, you can unsubscribe at any time. So with that out the way, let's hop right into this episode. So last time, we kind of automated a bunch of stuff. We got a nice little starter base set up. And I've done a little bit in between episodes, right? So very, very little. I got some of this glass stone automated. Nothing too fancy, but we did set up a very little kind of research thing going here. So now we can automate all the blue and any blue research we have, which if we look, you know, we got thermal power, we got electromagnetic drives. I think I'm pretty much... All right, well, we can queue that up. I'm going to queue up anything that's just blue research because it's just going to be, you know, nothing. I don't have to do anything to it, right? It'll just kind of do it on its own. All right, so that's good for that. What about anything that I can get for my suit? Right? Any suit upgrades are going to be kind of big, right? All right, drone flight speed, that's nice. Vertical construction. Dang, some of this stuff's expensive. Venues, okay. I don't think there's really anything else that I can do, but I have all this stuff queued up, so that's kind of nice. Now, another couple things I did was, if you look over here, you'll notice I actually automated the Mark 1 sorters and the Mark 1 conveyors because it just makes it so much easier to just run up, you know, grab everything and not have to worry about it, right? All right, so that's kind of nice for now. Now, a major thing going forward, something that we're going to need to really expand our factory is power, right? Right now we're only using kind of wind turbines, and we've got, like, you know, a little setup going here, but I think if we look at it, right, we have our demand can peak over what we're creating. So one of the things that did get finished researching, if we scroll out here, was thermal power. And what does that unlock? Thermal power stations. Essentially, generate power by burning things, right? So what I want to do is I want to find, in fact, let's kind of zoom out a little bit here. I want to find a nice little coal vein, which I forgot I had right up here. So let's travel, you know, we're right here. Let's just travel over here real quick. And you know what? Actually, before I do that, I forgot that you have the ability to stack buildings up, and they kind of perform better. So what I've done is I made a couple more labs, threw it up here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get rid of these two conveyor belts. And didn't mean to actually get rid of conveyor belts, but it's all right. We can fix them. So we'll just do that.
When putting a conveyor belt, all you need to do is determine the starting point and the end point of it.
Thank you. And then what I want to do is to make sure that this is fed faster, I'm going to upgrade it to the Mark II sorters. So now it should feed things in fast enough that they're all active. If I see this one not activating up here, I'll take it off and I'll put it over here so we can research faster, right? And I think I also should kind of swap out this one and this one for the Mark IIs, just because it'll be faster, right? I mean, this one has all it needs, but okay, so we are at least producing this fast enough. Okay, so that's kind of nice. All right, anyway, back to the coal. All right, so as you can see here, we have a huge coal vein, 765,000 tons of coal. So now what I want to do, I want to get this set up in such a way that we can kind of just make this power station pretty easily. And I don't know if there's like a preferred direction. So I'm going to kind of do something. In fact, let me actually just have the belts come out, you know. Let's go this way, I guess. Yeah, we'll kind of come up that way. For now. And then we'll get the power generation And I guess I'll just start it like right here. And from what I've seen, I think you can
such power facilities need to consume
chemical energy fuels. All right, got it. I think you can even pass things in between these. So if I put another one like right here, another row, right? And then I extend out my belts just so that everything has some goodies. And I do something like, you know, that. Start feeding it. I think I can just come over here and do that. And I think it'll just pass the fuel through. Meaning you only need to have the input on one side, because then it can get it all the way through. I don't know what the transfer rate is. I don't know if it, you know, is it going to fill up this part first? But it seems to be working out. It seems to be going well. And something else I saw watching a couple of videos for this is if you click on the belt and then you just click on this, you can take the items off the belt. I think that's a really cool feature. It's something that you know, I've never never really seen in another game. So that's kind of nice. You know, it's it'll be nice to keep my suit filled up once I kind of burn all this wood. But we are running into an issue because we don't have a way of getting this power over to here, because you can't put the stuff in the water, the Tesla coils, right? So it's like I can get out to about here.
You have done building the
and then
power transmission facility.
I can't go any farther. So I need to figure out how to do like soil or something like that, because like I don't have anything here. I know we're making something. There is some research. If I pull this up, I know there's like that's kind of doing its thing. Solar collection, environment modification. Here you go. So you can collect soil piles and use it to fill up stuff. So that's what we'll do here, so that this factory is running on this power, because right now obviously nothing's happening with it because none of the power is getting used, but we're generating a whole bunch over here. 13 megawatts. That's ridiculous. And over here it's I guess I'm too far, but like I said, over here is like 6, right? Yeah, 6 megawatts. So once this gets online, this power plant down here, we're gonna be, once it gets connected, we're gonna be looking nice. So I'm just gonna fast forward to the part where we can kind of start filling this in, and then we'll be good to go. All right, so we have unlocked the environmental modification. So you can see we have a soil pile here. Lay foundation, no decoration. Vein restore. Ooh, I wonder what this is. Lane foundation can restore the buried veins. There can be no buildings in the restoration point, otherwise the function will be invalid. I wonder if this means you can kind of like pave over the veins just for aesthetic reasons. Interesting. Can only level the surface to 0 altitude. If you use the foundation for high ground, you will get soil pile. On the contrary, if you use the foundation for the ocean or low-lying areas, you must consume soil pile. Can I just do this without? I don't need I don't need anything kind of crazy, right?
Terrain leveling tool. Yet we cannot use it to change the planet.
Oh, so I actually need foundation. What do I need for foundation? Steel, of course.
If the foundation is used for hybrids,
all right.
It will gain
I kind of get the gist. So now
you can click the replicator.
Okay. So now I see now that we have a new kind of demand for steel production. So I wonder where that is made. Do I have any smelters on me? Let me see here. Looks like a no. I would imagine that here. Can I make made in smelting facility? Okay. Smelting facility. Okay. Let's grab this stuff real quick. All right. So I'm just going to make a single smelter. And I guess we'll kind of put it somewhere over here, because this is kind of like the natural end of our iron ingot belt. And I'm just assuming we're going to need that, right? If we look at the recipe, it's just 3 iron ingots equals 1 steel bar. So nothing too crazy, I think. Oh, we got the red matrices. That's actually good, because that's something I want to get done this episode too. So that looks like it takes hydrogen and energetic graphite. Oh boy. Well, this will be interesting. You know what? We'll deal with this in a second. I need to worry about this steel. So let's place this smelter down, right? Right about... I think that'll be fine. We'll place another storage. You lined up? Let's line you up. There you go. Alright, we'll just make that a steel guy. And then we can bring the belts down. Okay. Thusly, we'll just throw a little belty guy in there. And we'll have it output in there. So now we just got to wait for it to build up. And then it should make us all the steel we need in the short term, right? And if this belt starts to get sparse, we can always throw another smelter on this area and just kind of like backfill in, you know? Because I think... I'm actually not 100% sure as to how much we're producing versus how much we're using. I'm sure there's like a... If I go into the stats, I'm sure there's like a... I don't know if that's good or not. What's the max for... What are we actually? 187... 240 a minute. Okay, so that's our actual, like, production. And we're not using 240 per minute of ore. Okay. So if we had to, we could expand this out. Kind of just, like, bump the belt over or something. And kind of make it work. But in all honesty, you guys, once I get a little bit more material to fill this in and kind of hook the power up, I'm probably just going to leave this area as a research spot, you know? Literally just here to automate blue, like all the cubes we can. And then I was thinking about moving. If we kind of center this north, right? So there's our power plant. Here's our base right here. If you look just right over here, we got 2 big old copper veins, 2 big old iron veins, coal, crude oil. So I'm thinking if we can kind of do something. Ooh, look at all that though. There's so much oil over here. And I know you can use oil for a ton of different things. But I think, yeah, I think that's going to be a pretty good area. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think right over here, I'm going to try to do something like maybe kind of build some foundations right in this area and kind of, you know, build like a more permanent type factory. And then we can do a bunch of oil stuff over here. And yeah, kind of just use that all to get us off this island or this little planet. And then... You know, if we look here, if we kind of zoom in here, we can kind of make this thing, you know, we can export this stone over to there and use, because there's like 3 huge stone veins here. So this will be the stone. Oh, look at that. Cool. This will be the stone kind of export. And then we can use the copper and the iron veins here to make all the cubes that we're going to need. And kind of, you know, self-contained power, all that. I can expand this power.
You can try to view the whole planetary system.
Let's look at the whole planetary system.
The star map button in the lower left corner of the screen.
What do you have? Not going to tell me? Collectible hydrogen. I wonder if you can do stuff like that, right? I wonder. So here is... What do you have? I know we're going to need a ton of titanium. And this has absolutely none. But it has a ton of silicon. And we're going to need a ton of silicon, as far as I know. What about this one? Lava planet. Ton of titanium. Okay, so eventually we're going to need to go to these other planets and... Oh, there we go. And collect all this stuff, right? Because we don't have it. If we look at our little planet, ton of coal, stone, but, you know, we actually don't have that much of these resources. And no silicon and no titanium. So this game is built on the premise of... leaving the planet, so eventually we're gonna have to do that, right? So let's go take a look. How much steel do we have? Oh, not bad, not bad. What else did I need for foundations? Stone. Okay. Well, luckily we have a ton of stone bricks, like a ton. And honestly, probably gonna want to automate these foundations, right? Because I feel like we're gonna use them all over the place. So the name of the game is automating, and we're definitely going to be doing that, you know. So let's see if we can't level this area out over here. Oh, so you can make it bigger. Look at that. All right, so I want to do something like... Wait, can I... I don't necessarily want the foundation itself. There's no decoration. What don't I have? Oh, I like actually just didn't make any foundations. Can I make those? Why is it saying lack of item? Where did you make foundations? Silicon ore. Oh, here you go. I just need to make like a ton. Looks like we can make that many right now. Alright, so I wonder how many foundations this actually uses. I only need enough to bridge this so that I can get the... Oh, nice. So it looks like the no decoration uses... Makes it so that it's just flat, right? So that's nice, that's nice. Alright, so let's throw down some of these. Oh, man, and just like that... That one should... There we go. 21 megawatts. That is like a ton of power. Well, relatively speaking, right? So, we also actually, in doing all the research we have, right? We've unlocked quite a few things. So if we look at our buildings here, right? Solar panels. Those are going to be kind of huge, but you see what those use. Silicon. Yeah, don't have that. Look at that. I can fly now. Move speed 150% in the flying mode. Double press the space key to lift off. Well, okay, I gotta lift off. Ooh. Look at that. Pressing the Alt key can return the mecha to the ground. Okay. That definitely makes things a lot easier. Definitely gonna be getting around with that. Okay, cool. So, now that we have the ability to... Oh, geez. I think we've actually, like... We've done all the just blue research. Now we need to do... We're going to need to do, like, red research. What does that take again? Red matrix cubes. Energy matrix. Oh, the graphite and the hydrogen. Jeez. I don't know if we're going to get that set up today. That seems a little ambitious. But I do kind of want to get the stage set for our new kind of base area. And, you know, one thing I also want to do. Let's go to our little power sub menu here. I have wireless power towers. These things. These take plasma exciters and Tesla towers. These can basically recharge you. You put them in the grid and they charge you from the grid's energy so you don't have to burn whatever you have on you. Which I think is super cool. You know? So, oh man, look at that. So we can make silicon. It just... Oh my gosh. It's just so inefficient. But we gotta kind of have to do what we gotta do. Let's see. Can we make... Can I can't make 10 of these. I don't have... I can make 4 though. Or you know, I'll make 3. Because I really want to give myself a nice little power buffer. So I'll put 3 more right here. And then I think that should kind of... That should be able to take... Like, this amount of coal should be able to handle that. You know what I mean? Conversion rate 80%. I wonder if that's just like a... like, just like the burn rate or the efficiency rating. Like, I wonder if you can get above 80% or something. But anyway, let's throw this down. Super simple. Really like it, actually. Let's rotate you. Because I want everything facing the same way. Perfect. And then we will just add the little, these little guys. And that should give us another like 6, almost 7 megawatts. And you can see if I open up the grid power, we're generating 27 and we're not getting really above 6, honestly. Like, 6 megawatts is kind of our max. So I think that's a nice little boost to our early game, right? And now I'm kind of wondering, I have so many stone veins over here. I don't know how much stone I'm actually going to need. You know, how many stone bricks and how much glass. Like, I don't know how much you need long term, but I don't think we have that many things that use it. Let me see here. Components wise, like that uses silicon ingots. These I need to make. Electric motors. Yeah, definitely need to make these. High purity silicon. Energetic graphite I can make from coal. Okay, so that's like another thing we're going to need to make. And if you take water and fuel, you can make energetic graphite and hydrogen. You get water and hydrogen, you make energetic graphite and hydrogen. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting little recipes. So if we kind of look at what research has been done, we just finished this one. So that gave us the foundations. Crystal smelting, we didn't do. Solar collection unlocks solar panels. Some of this stuff we're going to need. Eventually, semiconductors got us these things, microchip looking dealios. That'll be something. Hydrogen into deuterium, kind of. We'll need that. Can I unlock you? Ooh, I can. All right, well. Oh, basic chemical engineering, chemical plants. Okay. So this is where you can do like oil stuff. That will be big. Plasma extract refining. Can extract oil from the crude oil seep. Oh, this is like a oil extractor, oil refinery, and plasma refining. Hydrogen and refined oil can be contained by refining crude oil with plasma. Oh, interesting. So you take the crude oil and then you get hydrogen. And okay, so this is what we're going to need to do to get all that hydrogen and stuff, I think. And then I think you can use that to, if we look back at the map here, you know, we have all these oil seeps. Like 3 there, 3 over here, 3 more down here, 4, 5. So much oil, right? So we're going to have another like dedicated kind of oil area where, you know, it'll all coalesce together at some point. But for now, oh, we do have this guy right here. Okay, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to get into one of these stone veins, probably this one, I guess, or this one. This one's smaller. And just have that one dedicated to trying to get the silicon, so we can just start making the high quality silicon, because that's all stuff, you know, it'll be kind of nice to build up. And I think I need to expand this. Maybe not right now. Actually, you know what? It's fine, right? Well, if I don't get it over there, then it's not going to make... let's see here. How can I expand this? You know what? One problem at a time. Let's I don't want to tap... Let me see. I guess, yeah, I'll tap this one. This should be fine. Do I have a mining machine? I do not. All right, so we want to get the most, like the absolute most possible. 175, 195, 237. That was kind of nice. How about from this side? No? How about like right here? What do you get me? Looks like 237 is the max I can kind of get with this one miner. 216, 214. Ooh, 242. Boom. We're just going to do it, right? Okay, so then what we're going to need... What made the... smelting facility. Okay, so then let's make a few smelters. How about 3 or 4? Hopefully, I guess I got enough for 3. 3 will be fine for right now. So then we're going to take those and we are going to drop them like right here, here, here. Yep, that should be fine. And then we'll just have them all make these. If you press the, I know if you do like arrow. Oh, here you go. Left arrow is to copy, and then right arrow is to paste it. Nice. And no power. All right. Let's put this... let me run the belt first. I'm going to run the belt from out here. And then I can put the power line right there. Because then what's going to happen is we're going to do this. And then they're going to output from here this way. Yeah, that's fine. And then we will do a storage right here at the end. There we go. So now it's just a matter of hooking it all up. So you go in, you will go out, you will go out, and you will go out. And then you will go in. And, should this end up being... I mean, this is going to be super wasteful, right? This is not... This is a 10-to-1 ratio. You know what I mean? It takes literally 10 ore to make one of these. But I do have some already on me, so I can just kind of throw that in there. So that's nice. Less things in my inventory. And then eventually we're going to need to use this to make the other stuff. Maybe I should just do that also. All right. We got the oil or the chemical plant done. So this is going to be huge in a little bit. But for now, I'm going to take one of these smelters. In fact, I'm actually going to demolish this thing. And I'm going to put the smelter right there. And I'll put this at the end. So that way I can just do this number, this, too close. It's all right. So instead of there, we'll put it there. And we'll just do that. And I want to see if I can... Nope, not glass. I don't know why I did that. This one. Put a bunch in there. Can I, stack the output? Alright, so it needs power, so we'll just run a quick little power line, right there. And then this should just start making the high-quality silicon. High-purity silicon, I'm sorry. But it'll obviously take a while. And it'll probably run out of resources because, like I said, we're using a very inefficient recipe to do this. And just kind of looking through some of the components, I don't see a huge need for stone or stone particles. Well, I guess eventually for the prisms, right? Stone, glass, prisms. But this right here, this small thing, should be more than enough to handle anything. This will be enough to kind of get us what we need in the very early game when we're crafting by hand, until we can get off to another planet and set up an actual silicon mine, a titanium mine, and start sending that stuff back through logistics ships and all that kind of stuff. There is so much cool technology that is still to come, and so many fun little logistics challenges to figure out that I cannot wait to get to that part. So kind of nice we have that going for now. Is there anything else? There is one other thing I want to make, and it's these things. Electric motors. So iron ingots, gears, and these magnets. So iron ingots, gears. Let's see here. So we have magnets. We have gears. And we're making a ton of iron ingots over here. So there's probably a way that I can have this all coalesce somewhere, right? In fact, I can just take this. Gears are outputting over here. And ending right there. And then, so magnets, gears, and then I just need the iron ingots themselves. Okay, easy enough. So we're just going to do this. We're going to bring this over. And I guess it'll just be... Let's do something like that. Right? So we'll do that. We will bring this over. Let me think here. I want this to run like that, right? but I think I got too close. So let me actually see if I can. Does that work? Perfect. So we'll do something like that, and then we will do something like this, right? We have an input right here for iron ingots. And again, this is all like starter factory stuff, so don't read too much into the logistics here. We're just doing this so that we can kind of make things work. And in fact, I probably don't need all of this, right? Because we'll just be kind of grabbing from this area. All right, so these need a assembler. Do I have any assemblers? I don't think so. So let's build one of those. Smelter, assembler. I'll start with one. Because I don't know how fast this is going to be able to take. And... what? Oh, it already made it. Jeez. I'm like waiting for it to go here. Okay. So we'll do it right here. Should be fine. And you will be making these guys. Electric motors. Because we do need the electric motors for some research as well. So kind of just works, right? So we'll have you go in. You go in. You go in. And then we will just put it all into a storage, which I don't have any more of. 5. Storage always seems to be worth having, so I'm just going to keep making it, you know? So we'll throw one down right there. And we'll hook it up. And boom. Look at that. Motors. Now, I'm assuming... so we're not making circuit boards fast enough. But we are making... or fast enough to outproduce what this is consuming, right? It's taking the circuit boards way too quick. But the circuit boards only take these two things right here. So I'm thinking if I throw another assembler down, in fact, if I make one more assembler, if I just steal some of this, right, and I make an assembler, and I throw it down like here-ish, like right about, yeah, right about, actually, right about here. Let's see if this works. Is this too far? Yeah, it is. Okay. Because really what I want to try to do is do something like this. I want to try to have it hook up right there, right? So if I have the assembler in such a way that it can... oh, I'm sorry. I need to grab it from here. Let me close that. Output to there, but grab that in and grab this in. And then I just make this do circuit boards, right? It should kind of help that production. You know what I mean? And then because we're making blue cubes with the circuit boards and these guys over here, these need circuit boards, these don't, but these guys do, even though we have a ton of them. It should help out. I don't know. I mean, eventually this is going to fill up, right? And it'll just be done. But until that point, we want to try to make as much as possible. And even that looks like it's not enough. But you know what? I think I can just do the same thing. In fact, let me see if I can move this Tesla tower. If I get rid of that, kill power to everything. Can I just put it here? Does that work? Okay. So I'm just going to make another assembler because why not? You know? Why not? Because I don't have enough of these. It's all about short, ugly solutions until you can kind of get everything that you need going. And then we will just throw this down. And then it's just easy money from there, right? And luckily, we seem to be producing enough iron and stuff that we're not noticing any like serious production delays. So that just kind of makes things easier. Flying around makes things super easy. And how are you doing? Look at that. Already 80. Which is nice because if we go to our upgrades here and zoom out a little bit, I think, yeah, we can do this. +1 move speed. And then we should definitely do this too. I don't know why I'm not doing that. I'll have to get that stuff made, but you know, why not? We can, you know what? Let's do this. I want to kind of get my mecha as strong as I can, at least in the short term. Dang, this stuff uses like crazy stuff. Oh, here we go. Look, more construction drones, more drone tasks, 2 construction drones. I'm sorry. So you can get like a ton of construction drones. I don't know why I can't say that. Let's take this. Let's go grab the stuff so that the next few things are also that everything is ready. Oh man, I got faster move speed now. And actually, if you look over here, it looks like we're actually grabbing the iron ore faster than we can process it. So I think that means we're going to need to put in another mining machine over here, just to kind of help it out. And to help us out, let's throw down some foundation too, right? Hello? All right. I guess I don't have enough of the stuff. Let me kind of build that real quick, and then we'll get this sorted out. So I can run the belt on the outside, and then just get rid of these sorters, and put them to grab off of these. You know? That way this... Oh, let me get this built. That way all this ore will just be for these guys. And if I need to, I can extend this out. You know, I can get rid of this thing. Throw it down again. There you go. I can just extend these out a little bit to help fill this line up here, because these are enough for that. Like this one mining machine can supply these guys, which would lead me to believe that this mining machine could supply these. In fact, do I just have another smelter? I'll just throw it down. I do. Throw it down. And then boom, boom. And then we'll just throw in the little belts after I extend this out a little bit. So we want you to go in and you to go out. There we go. Now that should be plenty. We're adding a whole nother smelter's worth of iron ingots. So we'll kind of see over here how that ends up working out. And then we've got plenty of gears being made. We have so many gears. And we have so many magnets, which is huge because we need these magnets for a lot of other things. So that's kind of nice. Now I want to make some of this graphite, energetic graphite, so I can just kind of finish off this research, which I think gives me more mech power. So I'm just going to kind of run over here real quick. All right, now I have enough. I can make, what I need, 60 of these? So let's make them in groups of 10. And then that will give me, if we look at the upgrades, right, that will give me this. So plus 200 kilowatt mecha fuel power. Increases the recovery speed of the mecha core energy. Higher the fuel chamber's power, the faster the mecha converts fuel into energy. I guess that's good. I'm just going to assume that that's good. What's really nice is having this. I need to build a lot more of these all over the place. So that way I can just kind of refuel as needed, you know? All right, guys. On that note, I'm going to call it an episode. I know I've been jabbering for about the last 2 minutes. So thank you guys so much for hanging out and watching this series. I hope you guys like this game. I'm so excited for kind of like what there is to do in this game still. And for being an early access game, it's incredibly well polished. And, you know, they're updating this game constantly. I'll have the link to the store, the Steam store page down in the description. I had it on the last video too. If you guys are interested, I don't get anything for it. I'm just purely trying to spread the word. So if you're kind of on the fence, you know, watch the series, give it a shot if it looks fun to you. Like I said, they're constantly updating it. I've seen patches coming out like every couple days with bug fixes and all that kind of stuff, extra polish. So really excited for how this game is shaping up and kind of like what we're going to get to do in the future. Because, you know, there's black holes. There's all kinds of stuff that I'm sure we can end up taking advantage of. So on that note, guys, again, thank you so much. And we'll see you in the next one.